Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Joe Flash, and finally, after nearly a month since January 19th, 2021, I am finally back to what I'm trying to pick back where I left off, and that is doing more voice comparison reaction videos. And I briefly apologize to all you guys. It taken like numbers of weeks for me to be able to return to reaction videos of voice comparison reactions. I've just been busy with school and everything. I've been focusing and all that stuff. And I've always keep telling you guys, like, I just don't know if I'll be able to do it on a daily basis, or every once in a while I might take breaks and stuff, because, I gotta focus on school and everything, even though I only have, like, 4 months left to go before I'm out of high school, but, I'm trying to do my best to keep my grades up high. Like, I'm passing, I'm pretty sure I am. I haven't checked Skyward yet on my grades, but I'm sure I'm passing. And I did look back at my previous reaction video of Blaze the Cat voice comparison, where, when was the last time I uploaded that video? It says it was 2 weeks ago, but nah, that was much more longer than that, because, January 19th, that was way more longer than that. Or was it? I don't know. Could be. But January 19th was the last time I did a voice comparison reaction video, and that was to Blaze the Cat after when I left her out. Like, even though I was done with the Sonic characters, but I decided to do her as the last Sonic character, and now I'm going to switch back to doing Mario characters again. So for the Mario characters, I've only done Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, and Yoshi plus far. And I had to do him because why not? He's the main villain of the whole Mario series. Although he's not the very first villain, but he's the familiar villain that we see nowadays in the Mario games, and that is, of course, Bowser. Now, Bowser, he's a cool character. He's always such an iconic villain in Mario games who just, he just never gets old. And I did see the trailer, and during my time off of reaction videos, I did see the trailer for the Nintendo Switch. They were releasing a Nintendo Switch version of Super Mario 3D World, along with a new version of it called, Bowser's Fury. And that actually might be pretty interesting, because I did play Super Mario 3D World before on the Wii U. It was pretty good. Some of the levels were pretty hard, but it was pretty good, though. And I kind of would look forward to maybe playing it again if I get it for the Switch. And I really actually want to check out the Bowser's Fury version for it, because that looks pretty awesome. Bowser looks like a really, really bad son of a gun, and just, he looks completely different from what you're seeing in this picture right here. But, it looks like it's just awesome, so if when that game gets released, I'll probably buy it, or we'll see. But I'm pretty sure I probably will buy it, because it just looks awesome. And there's really not much else I've been doing and everything, but during my time off, I've just been focusing on school. I've done some other things and all that stuff. Starting by tomorrow on Friday, I have to leave at 6 o'clock because there's an event that my church I go to, the Avenue Church of Waxahachie, there's an event that they're having tomorrow called Big Weekend, which means we're going to go to Sky Ranch, and we're going to, spend the 3 days there. We'll make it back by Sunday morning at 11 o'clock or Sunday afternoon at 12 o'clock. I can't remember, but, it's approximately around one of those times. Yeah, sorry, I was doing something, but so I did plan on wanting to hope that maybe I could try to do some reaction videos this week. And sorry it took me quite a few times to do it. And I'm sorry it took me a month for me to be able to return you guys. I was just busy and stuff. But like I said, here I am. And apparently, even though I'm supposed to already be bed right now, it's like 11:47. I just thought maybe I'd do one reaction video real quick before I go to bed and everything. So, and trust me, I don't think I'll be able to have any, or I don't know. We'll just have to see. I mean, even though we pretty much got most of my stuff packed today, but we'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to have enough time to be able to do one, because like I said, I get out of school at 4:05, and it takes like 30 minutes, a little extra 30 minutes almost or something, because then we have to go get Dad from work and everything, and that stuff. And pretty much I'm only going to have like an hour to be at home, because they're expecting us to leave at 6 o'clock, so they're probably going to want us to show up a little bit around 5 or 5:30 or something, so that way we can all get there in time, so that way we can all have the hope that we can leave at 6, so... Yeah, I really will not have a lot of time to be at home after school tomorrow, so I'll be leaving as I only have like an hour, and plus I gotta do other things too. Like I said, there probably might still be some more stuff I need to pack, and then I gotta eat, because I gotta get something to eat before I go there, because you already know how the pandemic, is still around and stuff. So, Mom's gonna buy me some McDonald's. I'll eat 2 cheeseburgers and some fries. It's just, I'm trying to fill up my stomach before we leave. She's actually gonna order me 6 cheeseburgers. She's gonna let. I'm gonna eat 2 tomorrow as something to eat before I go, and then 4 I'm gonna save it for big weekend so I can have something to eat because I don't normally eat the food they have there because they're just not foods I'm interested in. So sounds quite a plan. Now I don't know what they're gonna have at Sky Ranch, but hopefully it'll be fun. Like I know what most of the events are, but there's gonna be a pretty good chance that some of them, well, not events, but like fun activities. But there's gonna be good chances some of the activities are probably gonna be canceled because the pandemic. So there's probably gonna be expected chances are that probably some of them are not gonna be available and some that will. The one no, the number one thing I'm hoping that they don't cancel off is the horse ride. That's the number one thing I'm hoping they didn't you know, mark out and everything. Because, like I said, horse ride's actually my number one favorite thing to do when I go there. Pretty much you have to do it Saturday morning because they have, like, different time periods in the afternoon where you could do it and everything. So, first thing in the morning, I have to have some money, pay for it, and then I choose which time I want to do it on. 2 years ago in 2019, if you remember when I uploaded that video of me being lifted in the air by my friends who were cheerleaders, that was a video that one of my friend, some other friend of theirs, took of me being in the air. I asked for the video, and Paige sent it to me, and then I got to upload it to my channel to show you what I did at there. And that was on a Saturday. Yeah, that was Saturday morning, I think. Yeah, it was. And so, eventually after then, I went to the shop. Basically, you have to do it at the shop, and you tell them what time you want to do it and everything, and you have to wait for like you have to wait at a certain spot, whatever, and then you just wait for the tractor with the trailer to come, and you just sit in the back of it and ride there. They give you the ride to the thing. It's not too far, but I mean, they should hopefully be able to have it because, like I said, they take care of the horses really, really well there and stuff. And even though animals can catch COVID too, but we should be okay. So hopefully they don't. I mean, well, you never know, but good chances are they probably shouldn't cancel it all because I really wouldn't like that because like I said, the horse rides are always pretty fun. I enjoy the horses a lot. They're always pretty entertaining and pretty relaxing too, actually. So I hope we can still do that. And hopefully they don't have the little inflatable thing too. Like basically there's a little area where it's got an inflatable cushion where it's blown up underneath the sand, and you just bounce on it like a bounce house and everything. That's kind of actually pretty fun too. So hopefully they don't cancel that off either. So anyway, yeah. So there's just lots of things that I do remember, but some that I'm curious to wonder what's gonna happen, and some that won't. And I know my group and I will have to talk about the lip sync battle because originally it was supposed to be karaoke battle for the fun event, for the fun event. Well, not event, but activity thing to do there, like a kind of like a competition, but Originally it was going to be a karaoke battle, which I was definitely looking forward to signing up for because obviously you just karaoke and sing a song, which obviously I'm good at doing that because I am a singer. I'm known for singing. But unfortunately, they didn't want to take the risk on letting people sing into the microphone, and I'm pretty sure it probably would have not mattered if people kept the masks on while they sing or not. I mean, I could sing through my mask. I have choir, and we're required to sing through the masks, but unfortunately, they just didn't want to take the risk, so they decided to switch it back where we have a rematch for the lip sync battle. Last year in 2020, before the pandemic started, like I said, it was in February when it happened. They usually do these big weekends in February. Normally, we go to people's houses to do it, but this year they decided let's go to a big weekend, which do it at Sky Ranch for a big weekend this year. Which we usually go to Sky Ranch for an event called Retreat, which happens towards close the end of a year in December, but they didn't get to do it in 2020, so apparently they're deciding to do it this year for a big weekend, which is pretty cool, and it makes good sense because we spend 3 days there, and it's pretty much just similar, so it should be lots of fun. I really am a little curious to wonder what's going to happen there. Like, I'm kind of actually wondering if we'll be required to sleep with our masks on when we have our cabins to be in and stuff. I know I'm going to be with my 12th grade guys, which pretty much that's where most of my best friends are at, Rylan and Luke and them, so I should be able to expect to hang out with them in the same cabin, which will be good, because I want to be with my best buds and everything, so we'll stick to our appropriate grades and everything, and yeah, all that kind of stuff. Because I remember 2 years ago, the last time we did, we kind of got like different grades mixed up, and pretty much most of the people I stayed in the cabins with, most of them weren't really seniors, but there were some other friends I knew though. But it's okay. And I guess pretty much well, you know what? Never mind. I think I've spoken enough. Actually, I need to go ahead and get to the video. Just overall, I should hopefully have fun despite the pandemic being around, and I'll tell you guys about it, and maybe if there's a good chance that maybe any of my friends caught me on camera or anything else while we're there, maybe I could actually try to send the video. I mean, I don't know if it will happen or not, but we'll see. I just hope I have fun, and I know I'll definitely be ready for school to end when I have 7th and 8th period, because, there's 8 periods in total, so by the time when 7th period comes or when 8th period's happening, I'll just be ready for it to for the bell to ring, so I could just go ahead and just get on home and just pack everything up and then just get something to eat and just be ready to go, you know. They're expecting us to be at 6, so we should probably get there at the time. We'll have buses take us there and then drop us back off at the church on Sunday. So yeah, it should be lots of fun. I'm looking forward to it, despite the pandemic being around. And I definitely did pack myself up with some good clothes and everything, so you know, I'm really excited. But anyway, despite all that, I think I've spoken long enough. You already know what's gonna happen to me tomorrow. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be able to get to do a reaction video tomorrow or not, but we'll see. If I have some time to maybe be on the phone for a little bit before I leave, maybe at 5 or something, maybe I could actually try to attempt to make some videos then, but we'll see. If I try to make a video close to the time when it's about to leave, I'm gonna have to wave it off because, like I said, I don't want to keep my mom waiting because we have to get there at a certain time and stuff. So yeah, we'll see what happens, okay? But for now, I'll just do one reaction video for the night, and I'll call it quits after this is over. So let's just go ahead and just get this over with. So Bowser voice comparison, not much to say. I just already spoke about what I said about Bowser. I know there's gonna be a few voice actors I'm expecting to be in this clip, and some that maybe I'm not aware of yet. But overall, let's just get this out of the way, shall we? So, let's do this. Like John Cena and Triple H will always say, your time is up, my time is now, it's time to play the game. Let's just go ahead and just get this over with so I can go to bed and everything. Bowser voice comparison in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Got the classic Bowser theme from Super Mario 64. Oh, yes. Harvey Atkin from the Super Mario Brothers Super Show and The Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario World. He did a good job. Pretty classic shows right there. And I did see that episode where that voice clip's coming from. Like I said, classic show, and I do like them, and I have them on DVD and stuff. Super Mario Bros. Super Show and Super Mario World. I have one VHS of Super Mario Adventures of Mario Bros. 3 as well. Classic show. Harvey did a good job and everything. You know, I love that show. Obviously, this is a Japanese voice actor. I'm not buying it, no. When you do Bowser voice, you gotta sound evil and you gotta sound like a monster, kind of. Or you could talk like what Harvey did, but... Is that even a guy or is that a girl? I can't even tell just because of the hair. No to this one either. If they would have sound monstrous in their Japanese voice and everything and all that stuff, then I would have given them at least a maybe or thumbs up.
So, Luigi, you're looking for your brother. I can easily kidnap two monsters.
I heard about this game.
Come here, you. That was the only copy, too. See the penguin.
Okay, that's actually alright. That's actually a pretty good voice. Not the best one, but that's an okay voice. I'll give it a thumbs up. I like how he did the laugh and everything, but I'll have to say maybe. I'm not really buying this one too much, but I'm not a big fan of Hotel Mario. I need to hear that again. Okay, the laugh was alright, but that's just all he did. All he just did was just laugh. That was all he just did. So, yeah, no. Like I said, I'm not a big fan. I'm not even a fan of Hotel Mario at all. That is like the worst Mario game ever created, and obviously, you know. I think this guy was also the same one that popped up for the voice of Mario and Luigi in Hotel Mario, and I instantly gave him a thumbs down just because it was terrible and everything. I mean, that laugh was okay, but that's just all he did for the voice of Bowser, and that just sucks, you know, so no. Sound like Shao Kahn almost from Mortal Kombat.
What a great day today!
Oh,
Mario, how
yes,
dare you disturb my family vacation?
of course.
Junior, I've got
Scott
something
Burns was good.
difficult to tell you about Princess Peach. That's my boy.
In case
One
you're
of the
wondering
best
why
things
Bowser's speaking, that's actually from Super Mario Sunshine. If you never played that game, I feel like Super Mario Sunshine is an underrated game, but I like it myself though. Towards the end, pretty much Bowser speaks when you face him as the final boss, and then talks to her son. I know it's pretty weird. You don't normally hear Bowser speak and everything when it comes to the games, but that's pretty much one of the only few times you'll ever get to hear him talk. And Bowser Jr. too.
strong as ever.
But Scott Burns was
Now,
good.
let's just rest a while.
Sorry, I was cleaning the screen. I played a little bit of Super Paper Mario before. I wasn't really as big of a fan of it as I compared to the Paper Mario Treasure, whatever for the GameCube. I'll give that one a maybe. That previous guy, what's his name? Eric Newsom. I'll give him a maybe. Well, of course, because this is our current Bowser voice actor, so heck yeah. Kenny James really is my favorite voice for Bowser plus far, since he's our current voice actor. I've been voicing him since 2007. That's the signature Bowser voice right there. Well, most of the guys were okay, some that were not really okay, and some that were just kind of maybes and stuff, as you already reviewed through my reactions. So, when it comes down to it, there's only two guys, and that's Scott Burns and Kenny James. Those are my only two favorite voices for Bowser. Those two are just the top notches for the voices and everything. So, yeah. That's it, you guys. Just two. Like I said, other guys were good too. Harvey Atkin was pretty good for the Super Mario Bros. Show, but like I said, I've kind of moved on with that voice and stuff. If you guys wonder why I never choose them, sometimes, when they include them, I mean, I did choose Captain Lou Albano, I think, in the Mario voice comparison, and then Danny Wells for the Luigi voice, but that's just only because, they were the live action wise, and, they did good voices for the animated stuff as well. And obviously, I didn't choose the voice actors for Peach in my Peach comparison video, when they included her from the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. But, I mean, they're good, but, it's been moved on for me. And same with Link as well when they had their show, and a bit of Sonic as well, but whatever. But like I said, when it just comes down to it, the best voices for me is just Scott Burns and Kenny James. Those are just my top favorite, and only two picks for Bowser. So as always, don't forget to leave a comment down below and everything, giving me your honest opinions on who you like as the voice of Bowser, and you can even share this with your friends if you like. So, hope y'all enjoyed my returning reaction. I'm glad I got to at least spare a little bit of time real quick before I went to bed to be able to do one. A little bit tired though, but I definitely need my sleep, so I'm gonna go to bed. And if I don't get to make a reaction video tomorrow or something, I'm sorry. Because like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to get to. Because like I said, I'll have to leave after I get home a little later. I only have to be an hour. I only get to have an hour to be home because we have to leave it to get there at 6 o'clock. So yeah, we'll just see what happens, you guys. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. Or maybe hopefully whenever I come back Sunday, maybe I could try to. Because pretty much when I come back on Sunday, like I said, we come back on Sunday in the morning at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and I obviously will have the rest of the afternoon at home, so I probably will have chances to be able to do reaction videos on Sunday, maybe, if I remember. It just depends. Because most of the time I like to take breaks after that, so we'll see what happens, okay? I'm just trying to do my best to do these and keep up with my channel as much as possible. It's just really, really difficult because of school and everything, so I'm really, really trying, you guys, okay? Just be patient, okay? And at least hopefully you understand me. But anyway, I'm just going to get out of here right now. I'm going to go to bed and brush my teeth, and I'm just going to call it quits for tonight. So that'll be it for today, guys. If you like this video, give a thumbs up. Dislike, give a thumbs down. Join me next time for the next video, either tomorrow or whenever I get the chance. But until then, this is Joe Flash signing off. Have a good day.